Good day, sir. We are the Group 4, and today we are going to discuss the Yala Maritime Voyage System, specifically the safe watermarks and the special marks. But before that, I would like to introduce the MTAC 101 Group 4 members. Let's start with Cadet Audrey Judel P. Cantiga, who will be going to discuss the informations of safe watermarks. Next is Cadet Reggie Carl Cantona, who will be going to discuss the specifications of safe water marks. Then followed by Cadet Kent Jasper Cartalia, who's going to discuss the informations of special marks. And lastly, Cadet Ronald Chen Concon, who will be discussing the specifications of special marks.
So before we start our discussion, let us first familiarize the marks, aside from the special marks and the safe water marks. Let's start with the lateral marks, which indicates the edge of the channel, the cardinal marks, which indicates the position of hazards and the direction of safe water, the isolated danger marks, which indicates the hazards to shipping, the safe water marks, which are going to be discussed later, which indicates the channel end or the safe water is ahead, and the special marks, which also be going to be discussed later, which indicates an area or feature such as speed restriction or mooring area, and the emergency wreck marking, which indicates the wreck which is not fully surveyed yet. The safe water mark. Safe water marks may be used mid-channel, as a centerline or at the point where the land is reached. These buoys, as name suggests, indicates the presence of safe, navigable water all around the buoy. They may also indicate the best point of passage under fixed bridge.
So a safe watermark is also commonly known or referred as the mid-channel buoy, fairway buoy, or the sea buoy. It is used to indicate safe water in all directions. It is most often used to indicate the beginning of the marked channel when approaching from seaward or the offshore approach points. However, they may also be used to either end or along the center line of any channel to indicate the best water. They can also be either side, although the convention, they should be kept on your port hand, that they will always be favoring the right-hand side of the waterway. Next, let's proceed to the discussion of the specifications of safe water marks to be discussed by Cadet Reggie Carl Canton.
Specifications of safe water mark. Color, red and white. Shape, pillar or spar. Top mark, red sphere. Retroreflector, red and white.
So marking, safe watermarks are never numbered. However, in the Americas, they are often marked with the initials of the waterway or port to which it is associated. Some places in the world, they are often left unmarked. Color. Color markings on the safe watermark consist red and white vertical stripes, making it fairly easy to identify during daylight hours. So top marks. Top marks, with the exception of the spherical buoy, all other safe watermark buoy configuration will carry a top mark which will consist of a single spear or ball. The ball or spear top marks will always be red. Light characteristics. If lighted at night or during the hours of darkness, the light space can be either Morse code A, one short then one long flash, isophase, occulting, or long flash every 10 seconds. It will only show a white light. Morse code A is commonly found in the US, and the other light phases are commonly most everywhere else.
Examples of safe water marks. Special marks is the C mark used in maritime pilotage. It is recognized by its yellow color X top mark.
Special mark information. Special mark, as defined by International Association of Lighthouse Authorities, is a C mark used in maritime pilotage. It is recognizable by its yellow color and X, also referred to as a St. Andrews Cruise or Saltire. Top mark. It has a distinctive sequence of various flashes that not match any other navigational mark flashes in its vicinity. Special mark indicating an outfall pipe in the Irish Sea of Helens Bay Northern. It has the flashing sequence, meaning it flashes yellow twice. This is called group flashing. The purpose of special mark are administrative areas, water skiing areas, anchorage areas, mooring areas, waiting areas, marine farms, oil wells, dead ends, pipelines, spoil ground, an area where the bridge material is deposited, historic wrecks, protected areas, outfall pipes such as storm water and cooling water, sewerage pipes, intake pipes, submarine cables. Thank you and God bless.
Specifications of special marks. Color, yellow. Shape, optional. Top mark, yellow/optional. Retroreflector, yellow.
Specification of a special buoy, SM 800, diameter in millimeter, 800. Buoying depth is 2 to 10 millimeter. Freeboard, 45 millimeter. SM 1200, the diameter will be 1200. 3 to 15 millimeter. Freeboard, 510 millimeter. SM 1500 in diameter. Buoying depth is 4 to 20. millimeter. Freeboard is 632 millimeter. SM 1800 is 1800 in millimeter. Boeing depth 6 to 30 millimeter in depth. Freeboard 722 millimeter. SM 2100 is 2100 in diameter. Boeing depth is 8 to 14 millimeter. Freeboard 800 millimeter. SM 2400 is 2400 millimeter in diameter. Boeing depth is 10 to 50 millimeter. Freeboard is 920 millimeter. SM 3050 diameter is 3050 millimeter. Boeing depth is 15 to 60 millimeter. Freeboard is 1140 millimeter. SM 3500 in diameter. Boeing depth 20 to 70 millimeter. Freeboard 1240 millimeter.
Examples of special marks. References.